Is this what you wanted?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WAT Reviews. We have an early one this time, actually.
Oh yeah, we're actually on top of this.
Yes.
We've made the moves.
Yes, so we got back from watching Shang Chi,
Yeah.
and general, can you just start off general
Okay.
consensus?
Might be my favorite Marvel movie.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe okay, not excluding the top like
Yeah.
Endgame, Infinity War, but like general standalone movie might be my favorite one. Okay, yeah, I loved it. I thought it was way better than I thought it was gonna be.
uh-huh.
But there are certain aspects which I liked, like what made it much better than other Marvel movies that we'll get to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't regard it as high as you did, but I think it was a really good movie regardless, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think yeah, it was really good. It's one of the higher ones. It's not like a bad movie.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's not like a mediocre movie either.
It's still not
It's
like,
like it's not even like when you put like a tier list, like people
Yeah.
put S tier, A tier. I put in like the A tier.
yeah, it's not like one of those like they just pump this out and it's like if it
Yeah.
does okay, it does okay
Yeah,
because it's a
yeah,
Marvel movie.
yeah.
It's genuinely good.
Exactly.
Alright.
So I think I think also it's one of the best standalone films.
I agree. Yeah, best standalone films. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay. What did you
So
like about it?
um man, some of the some of the scenes were just so good.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say that like some of it is just gorgeous. The movie's actually gorgeous. Like, it's actually so beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
But the thing that made it stand like out from other
Not
Marvel,
even like the set design, but like the way the shots were taken as
taken.
well.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, and you know what else was beautiful that I really liked that isn't in no other Marvel movie is the fight scenes. The fighting was so good. Oh my god.
Dude, I was telling my brother this after that. I was like, you can watch that movie 5 to 6 times
Yeah.
and watch all the fight scenes and you'll just be like in awe.
Oh, it is just so
Those
beautifully.
fight scenes are tight,
Yeah,
man.
they're so beautifully choreographed, and that's what separates it is from like other Marvel movies. It's kind of like they're punching each other, but here, oh my god, it's so cool. It's so good. Okay, yeah. Every character is also super well written.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
Everyone was well written. No one seemed like the. I don't think I'm allowed to. There'll be spoilers, but
Yeah.
some of the characters who you didn't even expected were there.
Yeah.
They didn't have a substantial role, but it was still so well written.
Yeah.
Everything was super tight and nice. Yeah.
Man. No, I just can't get over. Like this movie reminded me a lot about Daredevil.
Yeah. No, I see that.
Yeah.
Like
So
some
you
of
had
it.
like some really well shot scenes, especially then you had like the fighting in cramped spaces.
Oh my god, yeah. No.
Ah.
It was, man, I really love this film. Like I went back home and I really wanted to rewatch it.
Yeah.
Just yeah, okay. What didn't you like about it?
What didn't I like about it? Okay, like so I kind of agree with everyone where like the the final fight was just whatever, they kind of threw it away. But like it's not a big deal. It's like literally
Yeah.
5 minutes.
No, Evan, I thought that it was like I was like, what's the purpose of this and everything?
Yeah.
What's the purpose of this and everything?
Hmm.
Like, okay, but I also think it could have been like a tighter script, but that's just me nitpicking, like, because like I thought the whole I will get to this in spoilers, but I thought like some scenes could have been removed. But that's just me, like, honestly nitpicking. I can't find a lot of
There's not a lot of
bad things in this
yeah.
movie. Like, it's still like a superhero movie, like it still has the tropes and everything. Something I actually really liked is also how different the villain was. Like,
Yes.
man,
This villain is very comparable to like Thanos.
yeah, and like even like how like Black Panther also had like a well written villain.
Mm-hmm.
Like this was exactly that. It wasn't like at a point it's something. Okay, I'll get, man. There's so many things that
There's
I
a
want to
lot
spoil.
of spoilers,
Okay,
but yeah.
yeah.
Let's
I'll
just give a number rating and
Alright.
jump into that.
Number rating. I would give it at least an 8.5.
8. I was gonna say 8.
8.5.
Yeah.
Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Alright, so we can
Yeah.
get into spoilers now.
All right. Okay.
For the full video, you can go onto our
All
YouTube
right.
channel.
The thing that bothered me most in this movie was that how Liu, I think
Simu Liu.
Simu Liu was not even like the best character. It was Aquafina. Aquafina. Oh my god, I really wish they just put Aquafina in Suicide Squad because man, she knows how to hit timing so well.
Like, I was just imagining like her as that rat lady.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh,
god. She would have knocked it out of the park. Like like I've grown a fan of her since like Crazy Rich Asians and stuff like that. But man, she knows how to handle like all scenes, like emotional scenes. She knows how to hit those comedic timings.
but it's not like even though she was like the comic relief.
Yeah.
It's not like every scene
Scene,
with
yeah.
her had to be comedy.
Exactly. Yeah, no, she was so good. Like I thought like Sing Liu was actually like overshadowed by a lot of side characters.
Yeah,
Like that
but he still did a good
he
job.
did still did a good job. He was great, but there were just so many other characters. Like
Yeah,
I thought
Ben
that
Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley was so good as well. I did not expect him to be that good, but he
Yeah,
was excellent. Aquafina was amazing. The dad was amazing.
dude, the villain was
Yeah,
just
the villain was so well written.
yeah,
Like, oh my god, yeah. So those three characters, I feel, just completely overshadowed like Simu.
yeah.
Like, I'll go back and I'll like can't think of any like memorable scenes he had or whatever. But like Aquafina, all those like moments I completely remember because yeah, spot on.
Yeah. What else was there? What else that? What else? So yeah, there is the final battle. I guess is there is a CGI monster,
Yeah,
but like it only takes 5 minutes of the
yeah.
5 to 10 minutes of the movie.
No, yeah, that was a bit like like I was like, what is he meant to actually do here? So I really thought the reason why it wasn't that big of a deal to me was because I thought the monsters would just be fighting and then like Simu would just be like doing like random shit, not really contributing. But in the end, he was kind of like the final piece that like defeated it. So
Yeah.
I was like, whatever, like
Hmm.
he did his part. Um, Wong was also so good in this. And you're not even there. Like that's what I mean.
Yeah,
This
like some
movie,
of these the characters that were there for like 5 minutes
5 minutes.
also did really well.
Yeah, like everyone, even the other guy, like the guy from Crazy Rich Asians as well. What's his name? The guy who was working with the sister in the
Ah,
underground.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like all these characters are so memorable. Like
Yeah,
they
there
have
were a
like
lot of callbacks to other movies as well. They
yeah,
had like they had Ben Kingsley's
Mandarin.
Mandarin.
Yeah,
They had like even Iron Man 3. Those like the
yeah.
glowing people. I don't
Mm-hmm.
even know what they are. Yeah, they were there as well at one point. You had Abomination, who was done really badly. I'm not gonna.
No, some of the CGI was kind of wonky. Is like you could
Yeah,
like
yeah,
tell it's super CGI intensive, but like I feel like the movie did enough for me to be in like suspension of
distracted. Yeah,
disbelief, to, like let it go. And
yeah.
it was a similar thing I had with like Black Panther as well. Is like some of the CGI could like because it's such a CGI intensive film,
Mm-hmm.
you don't nail
Actually,
everything.
no, it wasn't that CGI intense. Only like the last scene, the third, like the latter half of the third act was.
Yeah, but I don't remember exactly what about it was. Some of it looked like super like wonky, but even
Okay,
in
like you had like Abomination, who
mhm.
was just I don't even know what
Yeah.
they did with him.
He
He
did
looked
not.
like an
He didn't.
abomination.
Yeah, he didn't look like the actual abomination. So
And then even in the last scene when he was doing he was like flying down and he's doing
mhm.
like the whole hand movement like that also looked really bad
Yeah, I
in
didn't
my
notice that.
opinion.
I didn't notice that.
I was just like, okay, well, what?
I felt like some of the scenes with him on the dragon and stuff looked like kind of weird. Like they didn't look.
Okay, but that was just a bit too distracting, so I
Yeah.
couldn't really tell. It
Yeah.
was just like that one scene where he's just flying, he's falling
hmm
down, like that's when I
hmm
could tell,
Yeah.
because there was nothing to distract me
Yeah.
from that.
Something that I thought they were also gonna do that I really didn't like was when he like his dad has the 10 rings and then 5 rings go to him. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna do the classic like same like villain on both sides, and then they're gonna fight out for like another 10 minutes. But that was quick and short, and then he got all the 10 rings and he's like, I don't want them. But like weirdly, like Evan, I get kind of the dad man. Like he was a bad person, I get it. But it was
But
just
he had like
yeah, like
good
intentions.
intentions.
Like he had like this like motivating force behind him,
He was just not bad for the
bad.
sake of being bad.
Yeah, like everything that made him bad made sense, and it was
Yeah.
kind of the same as like um Black Panther, where he was like supposed to be the bad person, but you kind of get it. You're like, okay, I
Yeah,
kind of see where you're coming
yeah.
from.
Like he was
Yeah,
supposed to be the guy to the throne,
yeah,
but you
but
killed his father and all
and
that shit.
yeah, and everyone in this movie, for some godforsaken reason, could hit their comedic timing when Idris Elba could hit.
It was
Even the
perfect.
even the guy with the machete hand, like he had like this one comedic timing where he was like, "We should work together," and like I was like, "That's so good. That's
But
better
like
than."
even and that happened. The best part about that scene was it happened in like the middle of a serious fight sequence.
Yeah, no, and like they just nailed it, man. Like, okay, considering like the last superhero movie I watched was Suicide Squad, I just kept drawing comparisons to it,
Yeah,
and like Marvel have just like done something outstanding, man.
yeah,
Like, I every time now I like watch more movies, I'm just in awe about how big this universe has gotten,
yeah.
and how they're like handling it so well, and how many names are attached to it. Like Ben Kingsley literally came on as like
10 minutes.
10 minutes, like he had 10 minutes of screen time, but every dialogue he had was like, "Fuck, that's so good, that's so good." I'm so glad he did this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go back to my like main point that this movie I would watch it again just for the fight scenes.
Oh, for sure.
Just the fight scenes. Oh my god, they're just so beautiful. Every single fight scene.
Every single fight
Even when
scene is
he's like
just
getting
incredible.
even when he's getting trained by like his aunt and stuff.
Yeah,
Every fight scene just feels so good
yeah.
and so smooth and so well choreographed.
Everything.
Everything, the movement, like man, this guy like even on the bus, like every single scene like where they're fighting feels so different, but like so well done.
Yeah.
Like it
No, it
looks
is actually very different. And the thing is
yeah
like every single fight scene gets it has a different level of difficulty to
yeah
it. Like the first one you had a bus scene, and then the next one you're like on the
yeah
side of the building, which
building.
is like even more difficult because it's even narrower.
Hmm. And then like yeah, I think the only fight scene that no Evan that was really good. I was gonna say the brother sister fight scene, but Evan that was pretty good.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the thing is like you
so
can't really complain because that
yeah,
was
it was
5 minutes or maybe less.
yeah, but uh which other fight scene that was super incredible? Him and the dad fighting was also really good.
Yeah,
All of them were just like yeah. It was actually a very very beautiful film to watch.
yeah. The
Um,
set design was just
oh
also
so yeah,
insane.
like yeah, the movie looked gorgeous. Jesus Christ, the movie actually
Yeah,
like so the point where I realized like I was like damn this movie looks incredible was when they're going through that
the
history of
four oh
no I was
oh
when doing the whole walk and I was like some guy went and built this whole like
oh
history
my god,
thing
yes.
and they put it everything for like 2 minutes of like
And the
exposition.
detail in that
Yeah,
one wood carving was
and
just
I was like, damn, everything looks so good from like the memorials, like every scene just looks so authentic. It looked like they actually had like people who came on and like consulted, not just like some white person who was like being like freestyling it and being like, oh, it probably looks like this and stuff like that. Because I know Simu Liu is a very like passionate person for like making sure it's accurate.
yeah.
So kudos to him for actually like doing this film. And it's also crazy how it started out because he like randomly tweeted at Marvel.
Yeah, because when they announced it,
Yeah,
he was like, "All right, since you guys are doing it, just hit me up."
yeah,
And then
yeah. And he's also the perfect casting for it. Like he knows how to act. He knows how to do everything. He did his job really well. It's not his fault. Though,
the
just like
others.
the others, just like Aquafina,
I'm
just
glad she's gonna be there in future
yeah.
movies as
Oh,
well.
that's exactly what I thought. I was like, I am so glad Aquafina is now in the Marvel universe.
Yeah,
Like, if they don't give her at least like 7 minutes of screen time in the next like end game, I'm gonna be so mad. They should just give her her own movie first of all.
yeah.
Yeah, because she's so good, man. I'm actually the biggest fan of Aquafina. Also, that's just such a cool name. Like,
Also true. Yeah.
yeah,
I thought it was like a stage. It is a stage
I thought
name.
it was a stage name, but people like in
That's
credits
the
and stuff,
they
she's
use. They
actually called
use
like
that.
Aquafina. So I was like, that's pretty cool. What else was really good in this movie? Yeah, every character is
There's
so well
like
written.
there's everything. Almost everything was that damn good.
Yeah, the script was also really well written. I'm also really
Okay,
glad
what scenes were there that you
I
were
think
like?
that the fight scene between the brother and sister was like unnecessary,
Uh
but
huh.
also like added some context. Which other scene though? Uh, man, honestly, I can't even remember because in the cinema, I was like, man, did they really need this scene? and then it was just overshadowed by everything. So I was like completely forgot
So
about it.
even if there was an
Unnecessary
unnecessary
scene, you'll
scene,
like forget
the
about it.
actors were just so
Yeah,
good that they.
but the script in itself was also so well paced because like they actually moved through it so quickly. Like
Yeah.
he found out he
The
had to
thing is,
go.
like, we were done in 2 hours and 20 minutes total, but it
Yeah,
didn't feel like that.
no, it really didn't. It actually didn't. But like, I thought they would have like this whole thing, where they're going through the maze and finding the forest and everything. Like, no,
They
scratch
just
that. Yeah,
breezed through it.
yeah. And I thought they would get there, and then it would be like 20 minutes of them training and preparing. Nope.
Five
Skip that
minutes.
5 minutes. Let's
Five
get to
minutes
the fight scene.
montage.
Yeah, 5 minutes montage. He learns about it. He learns about his spots, his whatever. Everything that was there was necessary. Was super well paced. There
Yeah.
was nothing that you were like, okay, this is dragging on for so long.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything was relevant, but everything was also so well concise. The dialogue was also so well written that you got everything you needed. You know, and like just generally like it was. What is my big. I think something that I'm very disappointed about. That's not actually a flaw in the film, but I thought like seemingly you would actually have to fight that ninja, like the main,
Oh yes,
like the main right hand man,
the
yeah, masked
masked
one,
one. Yeah,
and
he
yeah,
didn't.
he didn't.
They
And
had that build up
Bill,
for so
yeah,
long,
and then he
and
was just like taken by a soul eater, and I was like, that's kind of
yeah,
disappointing.
okay,
Yeah,
that's but
yeah,
it
that
is
was
what
what
it
it
is.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like even that's like the Archer guy, like him dying and stuff. Like you felt that, and I was like, that's a sign of a good movie is when
yeah,
like all these characters dying as well. You feel that,
yeah,
and he had like I think like 4 lines of dialogue in
yeah.
the whole thing.
He was literally giving like one
One
liners.
line
That's
is
it. That
like, "Don't die, shoot arrow." Get bow, too risky. That's literally all he said throughout the whole movie. But when he died, you're like, fuck, man, he's dead.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's because he had like that accompaniment with
Mhm.
Aquafina, and then like most of the time these side characters they just die
Die,
alone,
yeah.
and you're just like, well, what am I
Yeah.
supposed to do now?
No, but yeah,
But
everyone.
like because she was there, you could feel like,
Hmm.
oh no,
Yeah. Like, and she saw him die and
yeah,
everything
yeah.
as well. How many minutes has it been? Because I could go on for this movie about, like, I think I would go on for it for very long, but I would also be just repeating how everything
Everything is just so good.
good.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, when they got to the village, that was just one of the most beautiful like sets I've seen.
Damn.
Yeah, it looks so good. Like I remember, like audibly saying like, "Damn, that looks gorgeous."
I would like for me even like when they were outside the forest,
Yeah,
I was just like, oh, holy shit.
no, it looked very very good. What other thing? I feel like you see that's what I mean. I feel like the movie is like so well done because it's like there's one part where they're finding like each other when they find each other.
Yeah.
One part where it's like we're training, and then one part where it's like this
The
like
fight.
the final fight
Yeah.
scene. So it's so concise. It feels like there's not much to the
Even
movie.
like the escape from the house, I thought it
Yeah,
would take much longer.
much longer, but they're like, okay, yeah, I will break a wall because literally I've escaped. Like
Thank
that's
God.
what I mean. Is like all the unnecessary bits that they didn't need to.
Like they could have showed her finding a tunnel and going through
Yeah,
the
all that
tunnel,
stuff.
but they
And
didn't.
another thing that really bothered me in this movie was how well Aquafina drove in reverse in that tunnel. I was just like, that was my biggest problem with it, was how well she drove in reverse, and like also the fact that it was an electric car, and I don't know how far this thing was. I was like, did it actually like make it all the way? You see, that's what I mean. Like, I didn't have like actual things against it. One bad thing was the second post credit scene was not worth it. Like
Yeah.
that was a shit. That was the shittiest part of the movie.
Yeah, I think most of the second post credit scenes are just like
Yeah.
throwaways almost.
Throwaways.
Like for the actual hardcore fan,
Yeah.
like oh the 10 rings will be back.
Mm-hmm.
But like okay.
No, but yeah, the first one was way better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one's the next
I
one?
think
Which one's the next Marvel's?
Eternals.
Oh man, and then Spider Man.
I was like, man, the next one is that's when they're gonna get
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, and also okay, wait. Something I like about this movie is just how like this universe has like built up from like just like Iron Man, Captain America, like to actually like magical creatures and realms,
Yeah.
and like souls. Like the soul eater concept was also so good because like they were actually like feeding him souls and everything, and the fact that they've just expanded into this like crazy universe where like everything is happening from
Anything
magic.
can happen.
Anything can happen. Everything is happening.
I think the build up has been really good.
Good,
Where
yeah.
it's like okay, now you can just expect
Yeah,
whatever it is because it's been
it's
organic.
yeah, exactly. And the biggest credit to Marvel is the fact that like Endgame happened and everyone was like, okay, maybe people will just like fall off now
Yeah,
because everyone they've been with for them start, but they're just writing all these characters that are just so good as
I
well.
think like that's the biggest pressure that they have.
Yeah, it's just maintaining like keeping their
The
audience
excitement.
loyal and stuff. And yeah, I it's really funny because I'm way more tired of seeing like Bucky and like Captain Falcon and all those guys in their
Now
shows.
the new, but
The
now the
new
new
ones
ones.
feel so refreshing and like they just feel so good. So that's very exciting. I can't wait to see where it goes next.
Huh?
Yeah,
With that we
definitely a
can,
must watch though.
yeah, for sure.
And if you can watch in the cinema, you should actually
Yeah,
watch it.
yeah.
Don't watch it in 3D though, because that was just
I mean,
mind
I
blowing.
don't have any preference. Like
I
to me,
hated
I
it.
didn't really mind if it was not in 3D, if it was in 2D, whatever.
I would honestly prefer it in
2D,
3D. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, go to the cinemas, watch.
Shit.
Yeah, we can end
All
this
right.
review of Shang Chi.
Shang Chi.
Yeah, we'll see you next time
All right.
for Eternal.
Oh my god. You know what was my favorite scene where he was giving the backstory and then the air hostess just interrupts him. That might be my favorite like scene in the whole Marvel universe. Because
You
like
want beef or
yeah,
vegetarian?
because even that one was like you could be like they could have gone for it for so long and
Yeah.
like stretched it, but it was just so well done. And even like Aquafina like stole that scene because she was like, "There's only beef, so just give both of us beefs."
Get over with. Hurry up.
Oh man, Aquafina, if you are hearing this, I'm your biggest. Like I'm legit just your biggest fan. So please, hit
Yeah.
me up in my DMs.
Wow. Okay, nice. And anyways, we can end this episode of WT Reviews. We'll see you next time.
All right,
Goodbye.
goodbye.